Python coding day 2. Today's topic is various commands of Python. We're going to see about the various commands of Python today. Yeah, so the keywords and variable types of Python, that's the main thing. I promised that I'll teach you those in this video. So yeah, let me teach them in this video. So the main keywords is, I just type them print, then it'll be if, else, elif, else. No, it'll be if else, elif, input. These are the main functions of. There's another one, break. See these break. Okay, the break. Okay, break is advanced level. Okay, will not be covered in this video. Break will not be covered in this video. Only print, if, else, elif, input. Okay, so see, print command, print is always used to print something. Suppose I use print high, but then now this is just a editor, so it won't print anything. So print high will be printed. So print high will be printed. Then input command. Input is used to take input from the user. See, whoever is using this code, it's used. Please note this point. You know the definitions. Okay, I'll just give the definitions of all at the last. Okay, print, if, else, if, elif, input, break. These are the main commands. Break I'm not going to cover in this video. Print high. Print is used to actually see. I'll write the definition here also. Used to print something on the screen. Okay, this is syntax. Okay, I'm just this will be the syntax. Print high, used to take the input from the user. Please note down all the definitions, or if you want I can give it you on the last few seconds or the few minutes of the video. Okay, input used to take the input from the user. Then syntax of input is, see now this is a very important, it's based upon you. Okay, first one you can give it as a is equal, so first you have to define the variable name. A is equal to, you'll give brackets, input, then again you'll give a bracket. What does this bracket mean? Now we'll type something. Suppose you want to enter number, enter a number. Okay, so what does this other one do? So what is the other, what does this statement do? Suppose see, if I run this on my ideally or whatever I do with this, enter a number, it will ask me to enter a number. So what is basically input? It's used to take the input from the user. Now again 2, now again a is equal to int input, enter a number again. enter a number. So now this will accept only int, but then this can accept anything. This can accept anything. It's undefined. It does not stop this. A is equal to input does not stop and the user from entering characters. If it enters the character, it will accept it. Now if I run this on my ideally, it will not. Yeah, see, I'll show this at the end of the video. Enter a number. Okay, so 2 is equal to A is equal to int. Suppose now I run this. Okay, it'll once if a person tries to enter an character, it'll throw back an error to him, whoever is using. Okay, who's at him? Whoever is using. Whoever is using, he'll get back an error. That person, whoever is using, will get back an error. Okay, same thing I can do. A is equal to car. Then same you have to copy paste. Okay, same thing. Car. Now again it will accept only character. If the person tries to enter an integer value, he'll get an error. Okay. Then fourth, you can try any variable types. A is equal to float. Same. Again the same. You can copy paste. Now it will accept only a float value. Any other character int value, it'll just show an error. So see what now see we are seeing you will be having a doubt. What is int? What is car? What is float? I'm feeling confused. Please explain what is this. Okay, I'm gonna explain what is the variable type. Okay, see the int or the car or the float, all of these float are variable types. All are variable types. See, these are variable types. Now see, int stands for integer. Then char stands for character. Then float stands for, this is the most, out of these three, this is the floating, and this is the most confusing. Okay, floating value or decimal value. Do you remember last time when we multiplied 210, we got 20.0 as the answer. So that time it was like, see, we multiplied, we got that's called float value. If you remember, I said that as a float value. Now see, that's called the float value. Okay, see, decimal value or the floating value, it's called floating value in coding language, but then yeah, it's a decimal value to be simple. Okay, so let me just take this to the ideally. And yeah, so we're back to the ideally of Python. So I've given you the examples of print input commands. Am I right? Yes. So we'll start with them. So first we'll start always with the input print command. Print. This is a good habit. Always you have to first enter the syntax. Then first the syntax of I've teaching I've taught you. So you can so the opening bracket, double quotes, then the closing bracket. So this is the syntax. You first do it, then you come in the middle of the syntax, that is after the opening bracket and the double quotes. Okay, so you can type anything. Then make sure you come out of the syntax. Then you press enter. So whatever you have given inside the double quotes, that will be printed. Okay, you can print anything. But then whenever you're printing some specific thing, make sure it should be inside the double quote and two brackets. Okay, make sure it should be in double quotes and in two brackets. Okay, this is the main thing. Okay, next we'll go with the input command. Yeah, the input command. So undefined input. The first thing, undefined input. This is undefined input. I enter a number, it will ask me. So I enter 23, that's it. It will take this value 23. Now A has the value 23. This is, now I'll give print. Okay, why am I not giving the double quotes? Because I want to print something which is there inside the variable. So you not give variable inside the variable. Okay, so A 23 you get. So I've entered the number here as 23. So I'm getting the value A as 23. Okay, then now suppose there's another thing in print. Suppose now I want to print. Okay, I want to print something, then print the value of this. Suppose I want to print the value you have entered is, then suppose now you not give a command, nothing, just give A. Okay, okay, then you have to give a command. You have to give a comma. Value or number you have entered is 23. Here I missed the comma. Okay, so value you have. Okay, I have not given the spacing. So it just shows me you have entered is A, which is 23. Okay, so this is now we are going to talk about specified input, defined input, or you can be you can be like, you can say it as defined input. Now A, now I enter a V or something, character value. It will not accept because I mean it accepts only int because you've given us int. Int is specified over here. Now same thing, I'll recode it, rerun it. I'll give 23, it'll accept. Same thing, it'll accept. Only a integer value it'll accept. Okay. Now again I'll run this thing. I'll run 56. Okay. The value you have entered is yeah, I'll just do this. Value of entered is 56. Now how do you get 56? This I've even explained in the previous video. When you again define a variable, again put a new value inside a variable, the old value gets erased, the new value gets inserted in the variable. Okay, so now here in I've taught you, you can do it with car, float, it's the same. Okay, so it does not matter, you can even do it with that. Okay, so wait, I wanted to tell you one thing. This is there are two modes in Python in which you work. This is the interactive mode and the other one is script mode. Now we are working on interactive mode. In the next video I'll try to tell you what is how to switch to script mode, what is script mode in Python. Okay, so for learning if else elif, you have to learn how to switch to script mode. Okay, I'll teach how to switch to script mode. Okay, so that's all for today. Thank you for watching the video. So the definitions, I told you that I'll be giving the definitions, so you can just copy this on a Word document if you are interested to. It will be helpful for you. And yeah, you can have some practice. These are the questions for you. You can write a program to print your name, and then write a program to take an integer from the integer input. That means it should take only an integer input from the user. Make sure it should show an error if the user tries to enter a value other than an integer. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching the video.